of the 100 people who bought it, let 50 people or 90 people give it to the BJP. They're going to, so the BJP can send a chowkidar from their office and go to the bank and say, here, I got 90 bearer bonds, something like that. Give me 90 crores. The whole point of the bearer bond, in my memory, I may be wrong, it's a long time, is that when you take that money, the bearer bond to the bank, no questions asked. The bearer just bearing it, that means he has it in hand.
Yeah, that used to be system, but maybe the objectives of the removal of black money might not be, addressed in this way.
How?
So this is my opinion. So
Yeah.
because now the account is, it is for electoral, it's a question of political funding of the political parties. Previously it was, it still is black money is involved. It is not that through the bearer about the black money operations and elections by candidates and party has stopped completely. No, it has not, because people, whatever limits they have for electoral spending, they people spend 10, 20, or sometimes even 50 times more for whatever reasons, for getting some electoral benefits after when they are in power. So this is the main objective. So now can we shift to the
Yes.
politics of South India, and what you have been hearing?
Sure. South India, I mean, Tamil Nadu, I think you
Tamil,
mean
Tamil
Tamil
Nadu.
Nadu.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to a JNU person who is a lawyer in Delhi.
Mhm.
He's in the
Mhm.
central government, some senior, I don't know what his title is, 2 days ago. For something reason, other reason, then we were talked about this. He, and I think many North Indians, I don't know
Mhm.
about you, I'm not assuming it, but I'm
Mhm.
thinking that many North Indians have a very rosy opinion about the BJP's chances. Now, let me ask you a quick question first. What do you think the BJP, how many seats the BJP alliance will get in Tamil Nadu? What is just your opinion? Just
Yeah, this is my opinion is surely based on certain journalists who have gone there, and certain South Indian channels also, uh, that I have been watching sometimes, uh, is that they might get, uh, even the Annamalai has said that he will get a 20% plus vote share, number one, and then they will have. He has claimed that I will have two digit, out of 38, maybe 2 minutes, it may be 10, 20, or some people say that they can 5, 5, 6. And then extreme cases where, since as we have discussed last time, the alternative is visible, and people must have been, so many educated people must have been bored of this family controlled political enterprises. So there might be a chance, and then he is touring a lot, and he's created, since the DMK and all those people are reacting to, he has created some big storm in the teacup there. Otherwise, it was either AIADMK or DMK. So, what is your opinion? What you have been hearing?
yes, sir, but you have carefully avoided giving a number. What is your, if you can, if you are willing to tell me what is your gut feeling? How many seats? Give me a range: 2 to 6, 6 to 10, 10 to 20. How many out of the
Maybe 5 to 10.
5 to 10?
Uh,
Okay,
Based
uh,
on the assessment of so many people who went there, talk to people.
correct. Okay, I agree. I understand.
Mm.
Um, I think if they get five,
Mm.
it will be a miracle. Not a great performance. It will be a miracle to get five. That is my opinion.
Mm.
And of course, I'm also basing it on reading and on TV channels and all that. And generally, I probably, it is fair to say that I'll have a slightly better gut feeling for how the people in Tamil Nadu think about political parties. Then let us say you in Jaipur, just like you know better about local politics and all that. By
Certainly,
and large.
certainly, certainly.
Hmm.
That's why I have asked you.
Yeah, so no, so but see, I'll tell you, the vote share. I was watching some channels. This will give you an idea. In 2019,
Mm.
DMK got something like 52% of the vote share. The DMK alliance.
Mhm.
Now, Now that has come down to something like 37%. I'm just saying broad estimates. So
Right.
when people talk about the DMK anomaly making an impact, the DMK corruption and incumbency, all that is reflected in this huge drop from 52 to 37. Okay. Now, the ADMK and BJP were together last time,
Right.
and they had probably 35% last time together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, this time they are separate.
Mm-hmm.
While DMK has gone down from 52 to 37,
Mm.
the ADMK is projected to get something like 27%, 28% of the vote share. And the BJP is supposed to get something between 20 and 23% of the
Right.
vote.
Right.
These are the high estimates. These are not the
These are the
lowest.
highest.
Okay,
Certainly, these are the highest numbers.
right. Now, that being the case, and how will the BJP win even one seat? Because if they get 27 the vote share is 27, they need at least 32 or 33 to come anywhere close to the DMK. The DMK 37 might fall to 32, 30 in some constituencies. That's possible in a strong, like with Annamalai's constituency where he's campaigning really hard. But then the DMK might come down to 32, but still Annamalai has to go to 33 or 34. Now, that is a huge ask considering last time the BJP's, just the BJP, not the combined BJP DMK, which was 35, the BJP's vote share was widely estimated to be around only 7 to 8%. Now, the BJP on its own now to go from 8 to 30 plus is absolutely a mountain to climb. So if
Certainly.
it happens, it will be a miracle. It may in one or two constituencies. That also, I think, is very highly unlikely because all the projections that I am seeing on some channels I know are generally reliable. They are all projecting 39 out of 39 for the DMK line with precisely this calculation. And
That's right. That's one way of, But I've been hearing Namalai and some other people said that this 30%, 32%, it's widely across on state wise percentage. But there are pockets, and then said they are falling back on it will not be across the whole state, but located into certain pockets in the city constituencies where they have been able to make significant impact on the voters to shift from the old alliances, and two parties working together, fighting for the same lot of votes, and two party are different with the, they have been BJP have been so aggressive, and as Annamalai has been, sharing in some of his chat that they have been building on for a very very long time. He has toured whole of the state, so it is not across. My perspective, what I could understand was that it will be they will be having some pockets of influence where the change might take place, and that on that situation it is yet to be seen. And the surprises may be there because last time all the predictions about having in Chhattisgarh was totally different. They said it will be a cakewalk for the Congress, but the only one person, again from South India, Shri Ayer's, he comes with Shri Ayer's podcast. He is basically a finance person like you, and he
P gurus.
three gurus. Yes, yes, sir. So that young man, there's a young person who went there, and then he talked to people, and then he came to know that the RSS, their core or mother organization, has been active. Vanvasi Kalyan, what they have done is basically they have been stopping the conversion going on by inducement of money or schooling or medical education. So they established a parallel system to stop people going for these inducement and conversion. That made a difference, But generally, everybody from Delhi, everybody national media, they said that it's a done deal. There is nothing, But the change happened, but it is to be seen on the 4th of June, because there are so many things we don't know, and we don't know what is the happening. But this is how you and me get information about this.
Okay, let me add something to that. See,
Hmm.
yes, the Chhattisgarh, and also BJP went from 4 seats to 300 seats. All those things happen, but in
Yes.
Tamil Nadu, I'm not going to compare it with Chhattisgarh because I don't know anything about that. Just
Hmm.
because something unexpected happened in Chhattisgarh, we cannot say it can happen here. Yes, theoretically anything can happen. And
Certainly,
Tamil
sir, I
Nadu,
agree with
in Tamil
you.
Nadu, by the way, P. Guru's he is doing some good work, but I don't like him much. I think he is just too simple, too much of a Sangi fanboy, which is fine. I'm also a supporter of BJP, but
Yes, sir.
he will just
Agree.
give you he will just give you the good news.
Hmm.
But you know, in see some this guy, lawyer I was talking about 2 days ago. He said, from all the channels I see Modi getting huge crowds, and there are crowds everywhere on the motorcade and all. See, all what you're seeing, and I'm seeing here too, Modi in cities, the urban educated, and even in the district, in the urban centers, not even the
Hmm.
hinterland.
Certainly.
So in the hinterland, things take a long time to change. All they know all their lives, they are older people, they are less educated people, and most of the votes are there. And
I, I, I agree. I
they
agree with
all they
you.
know all their life. The difference between Tamil Nadu is two parties have ruled the roost for 55 years. So all they know is blind rising sun for the DMK, or
Yes.
blind Jayalalitha two leaves symbol, MGR Jayalalitha. And I've seen so
Hmm.
many interviews. This is old people, uneducated. They say, no, no, lifelong. Whatever happens, I'll vote only for two leaves. Whatever happens, I'll vote for only Karunanidhi's party. That mindset is very difficult to change. Even though I was looking at some statistics, for in many constituencies, I agree with you. This. The 27%, 20 for the 24%, whatever it is for the BJP, might be for the state as a whole. Not for in our certain pockets, it might be higher. Yes, that is true. But then what I was watching, constituency by constituency, some channel, the very reliable channel, and
Okay.
they done each constituency. They have estimated what has happened, what is the vote share this time, last time. Even in that thing, there is no constancy, not one, where the BJP vote share is estimated to be about 30%. 25, 26 is the highest they are coming to. In some in places only 17%, 18%.
Yeah,
Now
yeah, yeah. That is
so
right.
therefore, Annamalai's appeal is true, and what he's done is good work. And but almost everybody, including the naysayers from the opposition, they all agree that the vote share will increase across the state. From if you ask them, they will say it may go up to 10, 12. If you ask the BJP side, they'll say it'll go up to 20, 22.
Certainly,
But
certainly.
everybody agrees. But nobody really says they will win this seat. Or there are only a couple of seats. One is Annamalai because of his personal charisma.
Certainly, certainly.
And in central Madras, that the third-rate fellow, that Dayanidhi Maran, that corrupt fellow, he is contesting for the. This is a good example. In central, see, some Chennai city is a
Hmm.
DMK stronghold always. Even the best of ADMK time, most of the time, it's Chennai because it's an urban center. All the
Certainly.
education and information, there the people can be minds can be changed with a good campaign. Whereas in rural places, it's lifelong loyalty to one
It's
party blindly.
definitely it's different. It's different. I
Yeah,
agree with
and in most of these constituencies, especially in the rural area again, the people say, they say, we are going to ask you a question. The question is, who do you think will is the best for candidate prime minister? For no, no. First question is, how many of are you dissatisfied with the DMK's performance? The answer is sometimes 40 to 50% say yes, we don't like them, we don't like the performance. But who will you vote for? Again, 50% say we'll vote for DMK.
That is a dichotomy. Definitely is there.
Right, because the
Yeah.
lifelong loyalty, whatever it is, they are my party. That's it.
Yeah.
And also they say that who is the who do you think is the best prime minister?
Hmm.
Uh, Modi. This
Hmm.
is really amazing. There's not
Huh.
30%, 35% Modi. Who will
Hmm.
you vote for as prime minister? 50% say Rahul Gandhi. So they think Modi is a better candidate, but I'm going to vote for Rahul Gandhi. Why? Because they know the Nehru family, Indira Gandhi family,
Yeah,
and
yeah. That
and
influence
so
is
anyway,
there.
so anyway, my personal gut feeling is, if they get 4 or 5 seats, it'll be an absolute miracle. It'll be
Certain.
revolutionary. If they get 2 seats, more realistic. But if they get, but the vote share is just as important. The vote share, if it goes up, one of the main things that will be worth watching, in my opinion, sir, is the DMK is gone down from 52 to 37. Alliance wise, it's still their vote share, individual vote share is something like 32%. Nobody can match it now. But the second and third, who comes second and third? In many cases, even when the BJP is lower, only is 18, 19, the ADMK is only 24, 25. But if that gap narrows, if the difference between the ADMK and the BJP comes down to between only 4 or 5 points, that will be a great stepping stone for 2026. Then the BJP can legitimately claim to be, we will be displaced the DMK as the second party, as the alternative to the DMK. And if they, especially if the DM by some, this is more likely, it will still be a miracle, but it's more possible miracle or a positive thing is if the BJP gets second place in, let's say, 39 constituencies. If they get second place on 10 or 15 constituencies,
That was a big thing. That was a
that
big
is
thing.
as good as winning 10 or 15
Yes.
seats.
Because
Um,
it will have a spillover effect on the coming elections, state elections. That's what Annamalai has also hinted in some of the that we are working on the long term, but
yes.
on the short term we are confident of this. Every politician has to do this, and he's very articulate and.
Yeah, yeah. And the DMK and the
Hmm.
ADMK, it should be general consensus, and it would make sense for the in places where the DMK is really winning, and the ADMK has slightly weaker candidates who don't matter much on the DMK strong candidates. The DMK would actually, the ADMK would probably, and this is the charge people make, that they deliberately try to underplay their campaign just so that the BJP doesn't get votes. They will try to, they know they are going to lose, they're not going to win, because the DMK, they strike a bargain with the DMK. We will not, we will try to help you, even though we have candidates, because for the simple reason that they still have 2 years to go, and almost all the ADMK ministers have local vigilance cases against them. That is the first
But
thing they
so
do.
that is a thing
They
they can
have not
negotiate.
acted upon it until now. Huh?
Yeah,
Sorry?
these things are possible.
Yeah.
This is a background. The
Yeah, and so
alliances.
they are not acted on it now for the simple reason that they say for this is for kind of electoral bargaining. So
Yeah,
you take it easy, don't campaign too hard, don't get a BJP, and it suits the ADMK also because their ministers don't go to jail, and also
yeah,
the BJP doesn't get a foothold. They still do. So
yeah,
all these
yeah.
things are at work anyway. That is my uh,
Then
just
that's very
I
right,
just
and I agree with you. And
okay.
but still,
Hmm.
1.5 month plus to go for the results, and so many things will be happening. The first voting is on 19th in Jaipur. We are also voting on 19th April, the
When
first
is your
day. 19th, 19th, 19th April, 19th April,
your voting is on 19th
19th April. Yeah, yeah,
Jaipur?
yeah, yeah.
When is your voting? When is
Third
voting in
day from
Jaipur?
now, 19th April.
Oh, that is the same as Chennai. Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, the first
Okay.
first
Just
first round of.
yeah, just couple of things I wanted to tell you, just out of academic
Yes,
interest.
please,
See,
please,
in the
sir.
rural areas, my father was in politics. Okay, in
Yes,
1967 was the first time he lost, when everybody lost. He entered for Lok Sabha. He lost only by something like 20,000 votes, which is a very low margin for the Lok Sabha. For Assembly also it's a low, but for the Lok Sabha it is a relatively low margin, an honorable defeat, if you can call it that. But then
yeah.
Kamaraj was also defeated, so there's nothing to be ashamed of. But the thing is, what happened then was he contested in a constituency which is not his own. That weakened him. So that is that gave it him on a neighboring constituency, and my brother used to tell me, who went for campaigning with him at that time. I was very small, so he
Yeah.
went for 2 months. They were campaigning there. He said that when the final results came in the district headquarters, the urban center, so to speak, and
Yes.
there are 6 segments. Each Lok Sabha constituency has 6 assembly seats, six
Yeah.
segments.
Mhm.
So here in 4 of those, which are more rural, my father won comfortably. But in just two, he lost big time, the urban centers.
No, that is
So,
fine.
huh?
Yeah. That happens. That happens.
Yeah, see, because all the campaigning and educating and all that, the urban voter is more receptive to that. Than it's an anti-Hindi, anti-Congress thing. But in
Yeah.
the rural areas, they might have been voting Congress for the previous 50 since
Oh
independence.
yes. That stagnancy is there. Their fixation is that, because of so many historical regions.
Yeah, and the other thing I wanted to tell you was one of you might have seen. I had a picture of a friend of mine who's contesting for Lok Sabha uh, from Tamil Nadu, from in Salem. He's a
Okay.
JNU person, a JNU guy. Uh,
Okay.
he's from my hometown. I'm a very good friend of his. I still am see him every time.
Mm-hmm.
He is from my hometown, which is very close to the constituency, which is pretty much next door. He's
Mm.
contesting from there.
Mm.
He was in JNU at the time I was there, and then he became an MLA, a minister, and an MP. He was with the ADMK. Now he's with the DMK, and all that. It's a long history.
Mm.
Now, in fact, last time I met him, when last year I went there, I went to his house in Tiruchangod, my hometown. He and his father and my father, when my father was he used to tell me that my father used to campaign with your father. He has told me a lot of stories and all that. So we go to a long time. And this way, he was telling me, we're just discussing generally. He said, "You don't, people don't understand w- the impact we have by meeting villagers, simple villagers in hamlets, little hamlets. Just
Yes.
give them a dhoti and a sari, right? Which is for you and me, it's not a big thing. What is the hell? But he said, though they remember that, 2 years later, they still think, oh, he gave me a dhoti and sari. They are so simple, so poor. That buys their loyalty.
Yeah. That has
And
been happening.
so they're not thinking about 2G and 4G and
Ah, they don't understand, and it is not.
yeah, the campaign doesn't reach them. In fact, one time, this is about 2 years ago, I went there during Pongal. I know that's a Tamil festival,
Yes.
Pongal.
Yes.
And that time there is a Mattu Pongal, okay, where the cattle are all honored, and you are like kumkum, you do puja for your cow and all that. So he
Mm-hmm.
said, "Come this time in my farm. It'll be nice for you to come and see." So I went with Kausi, my wife. At that time, after everything was over, then he has a big big farm. Yeah, as usual, all politicians have a
Yeah.
100 150 acre farm. Who knows where they got the money from? That's a different thing.
Uh-huh.
All the villages, little villages, hardly any 4 or 5 houses in each village, that kind of place.
Mm.
He had nearly 200 300 of them there, and they
Mm.
were all assembled. And he takes a 2,000 rupee note with a sari and a dhoti, and he gives, and each one of them comes and takes one plate with those things on it. And he said, Ram, here, you give now. And he gave me 4 or 5. He said, you give it from with your hand. So he says those things. buy your votes for the whole generation,
Whole
which is
generation.
no, that is the problem in India. No matter the reason I'm saying that is, Annamalai might be an MBA and you articulate and a sincere, honest fellow, but his
True, true.
message does not reach these people. It takes a generation or even more.
Certainly,
That is the
certainly.
problem in India. Do you agree with
That's,
that?
I agree. Definitely I agree
It,
with this. Agree
it
with
should
this.
be the same in Rajasthan also, isn't it?
Certainly, certainly it is. It is.
That is the thing. So we'll see. I hope they get at least they get the 4 seats, and they get. I am hoping this is not unrealistic. Hope they get 20% vote share. This is within
Yeah.
the range. Huh?
Let us see, the change has to happen, and the dynastic politics has done a tremendous amount of damage to, everything around us for such a long time. And maybe the things are changing, and let's hope and let's see what happens. We keep our fingers crossed, and but let's be optimistic. So thank you very much, Mr. Ram Kumar. It has been pleasure talking to you. You have shared so many anecdotes from your personal life, working with RBI and then Federal Reserve in USA, and commenting upon the electoral modern politics, particularly in your state of Tamil Nadu. So thank you very much, sir. It has been nice, and it is always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much.
Same here. I enjoy talking to you also. And again, I was because Kausi, she called me a little earlier from she's at work. She said, "What time will you finish? I'll come after you finish, so that I don't disturb you." I said, "You can come if you won't disturb me. We'll just on computer." And she, and what do you talk about for an hour and a half or an hour? I said, it is just that, just like meeting friends. When we go meet old friends, go to Chennai, meet old friends, you talk. Now it gives an opportunity for us to understand. Even though I've never met him in person, we share some
Yeah,
common interests and we can communicate. So it's a great thing. It's just like chatting. That's all. It doesn't mean that no, we are going to be
right.
on BBC or CNN or anything.
That's right. Thank you very much, sir, for your support and indulgence and sharing for so many things. So looking forward to talk to you over the next few weeks. We have very interesting times in India. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. So we had a wide-ranging discussion with Mr. Ram Kumar from Seattle, USA, about his working experience with State Bank of India, RBI, and later in Federal Reserve, USA, and what is electoral, his perspective about the electoral bond as a politically conscious person and banker, and the possibilities of politics going on, maybe of change and possibility of anomaly in Tamil Nadu. We have hope that we have liked the program, so kindly subscribe and the channel, and like the program, and also make a comment. So thank you very much. We'll be looking forward to see you again. Thank you.